They seem to have a bird problem here in the stone quarry. Well, why don't we trim their feathers then? Haha, line up, bird brains. So I honestly don't think I can draw anything. I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have 7 cards already in my hand, so I actually cannot draw anything right now. Dragon Solo may not even be the best thing to play just because I want to be able to do other stuff, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I'll be able to find something to do Dragon Solo, because then the Spin Cutter would go down, Spinal Blade, the Dark Energy might be really cool too. All right, yeah. Well, that's it. That's all I can do. So that's that. All right, let's start laying down King Sphinx's cards. First, we have Sphinx Slam. Guard, 5 damage. The ranger who suffers this damage must discard 1 card from their hand. I might be Heckle. That's fine. Oh, here we go. Cobra Beam. Fast. Deal 4 damage to half the rangers in battle. Round it up, so 2 rangers get 4 damage. Another Sphinx Slam with some guarding. I got to put on those tokens because we're going to have a lot here. And then Scepter Barrage. Deal 2 damage to a single ranger 4 times. Are you kidding me? Wow, that is beyond ridiculous. I'm going to do the Tango Warriors here. I'm going to do 4 of them. All right, that one fell off the thing, so we'll see what this one is. Piercing Screech. I'll get that right. I'll remember what that is. I don't want to do the Tyrannodrome because I hate Tyrannodromes. I really realize that they're a very, very hard minion, especially because of the thing that says that you cannot roll more than 2 dice. Fly away, that's fine if he's gone. Got a fast card for some Deadly Talons, that's okay. And another Deadly Talons fast card. We got 1 guard down here, but I think we'll be okay. Let's put down, we just have a lot of guard. All right, so this Cobra Beam is very well guarded on both sides. Can't guard a guard, can't guard a guard. This Flyaway is guarded. That's guarded here, that's guarded here, and then right here. So a lot of different guards and everything along that ways. We know the Scepter Barrage is going to go first, but hold on one moment. Let's start with Eric over here. We'll roll his Quantum Dice. We got a single point right there. And I think just because we have a lot of enemies and a lot of things that we want to get done with this, I'm going to go ahead and do the Quantosaurus for this battle. So we'll activate the Quantosaurus for this battle. I'm not going to be able to activate it for the rest of this round. But again, I feel like we're going into the next round anyway in order to fight Goldar. Pudgy Pig should be pretty easy to fight. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, hopefully we'll do some really good hits and then we can swap those out and, you know, just gain better results and whatnot. Well, regardless of anything, of whatever it is I'm going to do, the Scepter Barrage goes first. Deal 2 damage to a single ranger 4 times. So it's 4 different effects of damage to a single ranger. So Tommy's ultimately going to take it, but I do have Silver Guardian in my hand. Reduce the damage amount of double the damage on your quantum die. It is a 1, so one of those 4s Tommy will not be taking at all, and I can return 1 card from my discard pile to my hand for Eric. He's going to take his Quantum Trigger, so at least then he'll be able to gain some energy back. All right, so now I got to do this 3 times. Here's the first one. Number 1, Dragon Shield. We knew that was there. Good. Number 2, Dragon Shield. Perfect. That's gone. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else. Dragon Solo in the discard, and Solo Sprinkle on the bottom. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I'm actually going to play the Plesiozord before we do anything else. So Eric played the Silver Guardians. So that's going to go back on top of his deck, and I can draw it later when somebody else does something, because I'm going to take the bottom 2 cards from Tommy's deck, which was Solo Strike and a Dragon Shield, and I'm going to add them to his hand because of the Plesiozord. I got a lot of cards in my hand. Remember, you can have as many cards in your hand as you want. You can only just draw up to a certain amount. But now it is officially our turn, and I would love to be able to hit that Cobra Beam. You know what? It's not going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and use an energy to play the Dragon Solo. For the remainder of this battle, all energy is reduced by 1. And that's going to be absolutely amazing in order to get things done that I need to get done. Yes, I'm going to have to take some damage and whatnot. But at the very least, that's going to be awesome to, well, once again, reduce some damage. Reduce card value. I meant reduce card value because I'm drawing from Eric to get the Silver Guardian in my hand in order to be able to reduce damage from that Cobra Beam that's coming out. And because I played a maneuver from the Dragon Solo, we can go ahead and play the White Tiger Zord. Exhaust this card when any ranger plays a maneuver to allow another ranger to immediately play 1 card with an energy cost of 0. That is going to be Heckle doing the Spin Cutter. Now, After this resolves, I can discard the top card of my deck to return this to my hand instead of discarding it. I'm not going to do that because I think I'm going to play as Dark Energem soon. However, this is now a 0-cost card doing 3 dice worth of power that I'm going to go ahead and try to hit Sphinx Slam. So I can't do anything about the Cobra Beam, but at least I can hit the next card after that. Sadly, the Quantosaurus really does 0 for me right now, but hey, what can you do? Oh, so close! So close! 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1 damage off from the Sphinx Slam. Oh, where's my Dragon Rush now, man? 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. I did play the Spin Cutter, so you know I will draw from Tommy and see where it is. There's my Dragon Rush. Fantastic. However, before I do anything else, we're going to go ahead and just do the 1-2 punch on this. We're going to play the White Ninja Falcon Zord, which says that exhaust this card after any ranger resolves a card with an entry cost of 0. This is technically 0 because of the Dragon Solo. That ranger may immediately play that card again, and then I must discard the top card of their deck, which is fine. He'll be able to do that. So I'm going to play this a second time, discard the top card of Heckle's deck, which is a Dark Encore, and we're going to go after the other Sphinx Slam right here, because what I'd like to do then is Dragon Rush and try to maybe get both of them defeated in 1 turn, depending on how much damage I do to this one. All right, Hecko, come on, buddy, come on. Redemption, redemption, redemption. All right, that's cool. I'm fine with that. 3 damage. So, I mean, the best I could do is 6, obviously, to kill it, but 3 is not bad. I'm okay with it. So, yeah, we just have to handle the Cobra Beam, and then we'll be able to hopefully beat 2 out of his 4 cards. And then I'm going to draw from Eric, which is the Quantum Defender. That's fine, and clean this up and continue on. All right, so Cobra Beam is going to go, deal 4 damage to each ranger, blah, 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 or to 2 rangers, should say. So the first is going to be, Tommy's going to take 1, and then Eric's going to take the other. For Tommy's, he's going to play the Dragon Shield, and he's going to reduce that by 3, so he's only going to take 1 damage, and his next attack is going to gain plus 1 dice. So I'll go ahead and just kind of put this on top of his deck so I remember it's plus 1 dice. But he does take 1 damage, which is a solo strike. That would have been nice to have in my hand, but that's okay. It means a Dragon Rush has got to be one of these up here, so that is awesome. Eric then will also do a Silver Guardian. Unfortunately, I don't have anything in my discard pile to return to my hand. You know what? No, I'm not going to do the Silver Guardian then. I'd rather have something in my discard pile in order to be able to return to my hand if I need to. Like a Focus Strike. That'd be great to put in my hand. So that's 1, 2, 3. Solo shot, go on the bottom. Cool. Sounds good to me. Okay, so that was that. That went there. So now it is the Ranger's turn right here. Oh, I forgot to put the 3 damage over here on the Sphinx Slam, so that's good. Dragon Shield is done. So let's go ahead and Dragon Rush. This is now going to be 2 3-dice attacks. The first of my 3-dice attacks is going to go on that Sphinx Slam. The second one is going to go here. I am very confident that I can at least do one damage with 3 dice. The odds are in my favor to do that. And then, you know, hope for the best on that one. Okay, the more I do, the better it is, because I can actually start swapping out Quantosaurus's, okay. Well, all right, well, I did what I needed to do. So that's the first one defeated. Great, wonderful, awesome. Remember, Dragon Rush is 1 dice. I get a 2nd dice because of Loner, and then I got a 3rd dice from it because of Dragon Shield. I like explaining it so people know what's going on. Now I'm doing a 2nd attack against the other Sphinx Slam, which is normally 2 dice, but it's a 3rd one because of Loner. So this one I need at least 2 damage, and I whiff it completely. Oh, are you kidding? All right, well, that's a thing. Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's just bring in Titanus. I'm going to deal 2 damage to an enemy card of my choice. I missed it completely with the roll anyway, so did the 1 damage to this Sphinx Slam, destroying this one. Goodbye, and actually that guard is gone then. And then the 2 damage from Titanus blows apart that Sphinx Slam. So that's good. Then this guard is gone as well. I just wanted to have the extra turns and be able to do what it is. Just stuff that I want to do. Okay, so this King Sphinx card goes. Boop, boop. It is our turn once again. I'm going to do it. Let's play the Dark Energem. So now this is actually 1 energy, which is fine because it's the last 1 energy that we have in the shared pool. Discard your entire hand, and that's literally everything I have for Heckle, which is only 2 more cards, but it all goes into his discard pile. Until the end of the battle, you may play Dark Ranger cards from your discard pile, and you may rearrange the order from your discard pile. So basically this means I can just play cards from my discard pile without using his Dark Pride ability. So I just can play them. They're as if they're in my hand is the way I am reading this. You guys let me know down in the comment section below what you think, but that's what I believe it is. I can just play them as is and go from there, and I can rearrange my discard pile however I want. Because the way I'm going to do it is Dark Encore is now going to be at the top of his discard pile, the way that I rearranged it. So that's going to be a free card. And now I have the ability to have Tommy play Dragon Rush, and then I can also do a Focus Strike from Eric. Both of these are technically free as well because of the, the Dragon Solo is making everything go down by 1 energy. So this goes... Bump, bump. It's our turn once again. And as much as I would love to be able to, well, I have to get rid of this guy before I hit Cobra Beam. So let's just go at it. Dragon Rush. It's a 2-dice attack and then a 3-dice attack. I'm just going to go at it. We're going to do a 2-dice attack. Scepter Barrage. Hooray. Try to destroy that. And then a 3-dice attack. And then this will go to the bottom of Tommy's deck instead of going anywhere else. Unless something crazy happens, I highly doubt we're going to get 4 in the first shot, especially with the, oh, so close. Ah, so close, so close, so close. But that's okay. So I did 3 damage to the Scepter Barrage. Now we're going to go ahead and do a 3-dice attack. I need one damage in order to defeat it. Okay, so what's great about this is that I can actually take Quantum Sorters here and change that to a 1 and then a miss, and actually Quantum Source is now going to start providing maybe some damage. So that was fine. That's good. Scepter Barrage is defeated. That's good. That'll go to the bottom of Tommy's deck, which is great. Scepter Barrage is gone. Both of these are good. And then we can go ahead and do Deadly Talons, which, No, I was thinking about Dark Encore actually being able to use the Dragon Shield for Tommy. That's not going to happen because that's a maneuver card. It's not a reaction. This is dealing 3 damage as a reaction. But what I guess I can do the Silver Guardian, and that's only then making it 1 damage, and Focus Strike can come back to, Eric's hand. So then Tommy can then take 1 damage for the Blade Blaster. That's fine. That can go. I'm not worried about that at all. And then I might as well just draw from Tommy too. Might get something good. I get a Dragon Dagger, which again, this is now 2 energy in order to play, which is 2 3-dice attack. It's actually 2 4-dice. That's 2 4-dice attack. Wait a minute. All right, it's our turn once again. I'm going to try to do some chaining here. We're going to see if we can chain out some stuff. Quantum Trigger, first one. We're going to gain energy equal to our Quantum Dice, which is 1. I'm going to put that back in the pool. And then I'm going to re-roll my Quantum Dice. It's a miss, of course. I can draw up the 2 cards and then play an additional card. Quantum Cut. Before rolling, add the number of dice equal to your quantum. Oh, man, that stinks. Do I want to just do it again? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do it again. Quantum Trigger. I have a second one. I don't gain any energy because it's 0, but I want to just re-roll the Quantum Dice, and it's a 0 again. That's terrible. All right, Focus Strike. Fine. We're going to go ahead and we're going to Focus Strike. It's 2 dice. I'm going to go after Piercing Screech right here. I know my Quantum Dice is at a 0, which is terrible. I wish I had done something else with that, but at least I get 2 dice to go after this, and I can do some converting if I need to in order to get that 3 damage and get rid of this other, 3 health card on the board. I feel like I'm chaining together a lot of cards, but I'm not getting the results I want. All right, so it's Piercing Screech. So that's really not going to help me at all. It's going to do 1 damage to it. I wish I didn't have the other Quantum Trigger. You know what? This is just kind of what it is. I'm going to make this a 2 from the Focus Strike ability, and then I'm going to transform the Quantum Dice into a double hit. And so it's basically a miss, but now my Quantum Dice shows 2 hits instead of none, and I'll be able to use something with that a little bit later. Okay, so that's all of this gone from Eric. That's a lot that I use, and I wish I had something a little bit better, but I don't have anything else in hand. Who do I want to draw from? Draw from Tommy? What do we got? Dragon Rush. Okay, cool. That'll work. I need to get rid of that Cobra Beam in order to beat him, and here comes another 3 damage, and I don't have anything in order to block it. It's So we'll just have Eric take it, 1, 2, 3 for the focus strike. All right, that's fine. So at this point, I don't really care about these. I need to get rid of Cobra Beam. So I'm going to use the Dark Energem for Heckle in order to play the Spinal Blade. And while this is in my discard pile, which is what it is, and I moved it to the top because of the Dark Energem ability, this is now reduced by 1. So this is a 1 energy cost, 5 dice attack that technically is going to ignore guard, but that's okay. So we're going to go after the Cobra Beam using the Spinal Blade, 5 dice for 6 damage. The Quantosaurus does have 1 damage on it, so here's hoping that I can pull something out of this. All right, 5 dice, 6 damage. Let's see what we can get from this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again, like I said, Quantosaurus is here, so we'll turn that to a miss in order to make that a hit, and a shabam, Heckle was able to defeat the Cobra Beam. Fantastic, that means King Sphinx is gone. There we are. I'm okay with that. Sounds good to me. So that was our turn, and now Piercing Screech is going to go. Each ranger must discard 1 card from their hand. I'm going to toss the Dragon Dagger and the Quantum Defender. Let's see. Yes, so both of these are going to go. And we're going to go ahead and do our turn again, and we will use Heckle to switch around back to Dark Encore. We will activate Dark Encore, and then from there, we're going to use the Dragon Dagger. I have 2 energy left, 1 on Eric and 1 on Heckle. So I'll use both of those, and we get 2 4-dice attack, technically, because remember, Tommy has his loner ability. So I have 1 4-dice attack, and then a second 4-dice attack. So the first 4-dice attack is going to go after Piercing Screech here, and then the second one will go after Fly Away, because it is a second attack. This will resolve first, before anything else. So once this resolves, that means this is going to be completely defeated if I hit the 3 damage that I need, and then I can fire at something else. So that's what we're doing. The hope would be to add as much as we can to the experience board in order to be able to, like, hopefully get all of our Zords or something. Okay. Okay, so come here, Quantosaurus. Quantosaurus is going to come in. We're going to change that around like that. So this will go back to Quantosaurus. Boom, that is 3 damage for Piercing Screech, so that's destroyed. Now we're going to go after Fly Away, which is right here at 3. No, I was going to do the Quantosaurus again, but I don't need to do that. Nope, 3 damage, that's all we need. Sounds good for both of them. Okay, so that's defeated, or that's used, fine. This is 1, 2, awesome. The Tangas would go, so that triggers, and we actually have 1 more turn to do something. I'm going to draw from Eric, just so I have another one in, another Quantum Cut, and I think I'm just going to do the Dragon Rush. Again, it's 0 because we did the Solo Strike already, that's fine. It's a 2-dice attack and a 3-dice attack. I do have a 2-hit for Quantum Source if need be, so maybe I can defeat these 2 right here, so these 2 would be gone. They're going to be added to the experience board a little bit later. I think I took the Tyrannodrome, that's what I meant. There we go, come over here. So if I beat both of these, then that will be 4 experience on the board, which then I would only need 2 more experience to get another Zord. I think that's the best plan. That sounds like a good thing for me. All right, here we go. This is the first 2-dice attack against the first Deadly Talons. Beautiful, that's a win right there, fantastic. I'm just gonna take this for Quantum Source, so we'll make that a 1 hit and then a 0, whatever that beats it. And then we're going to go ahead and do a 3-dice attack for the second Deadly Talons, and that's enough to beat it. Now I have all the hits that I could use for other things, and everything is destroyed. Fine, wonderful. Whatever, it doesn't matter. This is defeated. Dragon Rush is going to go to the discard pile, and you guys are gone. Run away. No, you got my riddle right. And away he goes. So that is the second of the 2 monsters that have appeared from the deck itself. That means we get ourselves another action token, bringing us up to our maximum of 7, and an automatic Zord. Let's head on over to the sideboard. We are in so much pain. We don't have many cards, and we don't have many Zords either. But at the very least, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 experience right there. And because we beat King Sphinx, there's our 7th and final action token, and we automatically unlock the Dragon Zord. Exhaust this card when you defeat an enemy with an attack that deals excess damage, and then I can move that damage to a card of my choice. I haven't really been dealing excess damage, haven't really been doing major damage to anything, so I'm not really sure how well that's going to be, but hey, we technically have all of our Zords for everybody, so that's the thing. What am I going to do? At the very least, we're going to go ahead and, do I do triple? 1, 2, 3. I think maybe I do a triple recharge, so everybody would get 12 shields back into their deck. I would then move to the high, to Reefside High. Sorry, I couldn't remember it for the life of me. And then Pudgy Pig actually has 2 minions with him. If I defeat both minions and Pudgy Pig, I get this and number 5 hero. I don't think I'm ever going to get the Zord, the Megazord, but you know, I guess it really depends on what happens with the next deployment, because we're not fighting Goldar this round. It's really going to be round 5 when we fight Goldar. So yeah, let's do that. I think that's a good idea. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Really give ourselves a full refresh here. 1, 2, 3. And then once we go into round 5, we're just going to stay right where we are in Reefside. We'll have every single Zord at our disposal, and we will walk all over Goldar. That's the idea. So again, the triple recharge here pretty much says it's 1, 2, and 3. So everybody's going to get 6 shields added back into their deck. That's full for Tommy. This is actually 11 shields right here for him, but all of his discard is now back into his main deck. And that's actually exactly what Eric has as well. These 3 shield cards and then 3 1 shield cards. That is amazing. Same thing for Heckle. Wow, that's amazing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, that is a full power up for everybody at the cost of 3 actions. So let's just now flip this to move the Reefside High, and we will flip this to initiate the battle with Pudgy Pig and 2 Tyrannodrones. There we are. There's our energy there. All the energy there. Okay, I'm feeling better. Feeling better about this. Weren't you and I in like a movie together? No, that's another pig you were thinking of. Looks way different than I did, even though I think I would have been a much better choice for the movie. Oh, okay. Whoa, we're right here for you. Oh, to battle, to battle, to battle. Turn around, Eric. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right, so again, we're fighting Pudgy Pig and 2 Tyrannodrones. We have Solo Strike, which is always fun. Quantum Cut and Quantum Cut. We'll roll his Quantum Dice in a moment. Let's draw another one for Tommy. Dragon Rush, one of my favorites by far. We'll draw 2 for Heckle. Dark Energem, meh. Spino Blade, okay, well, maybe something better for Goldar. And then I'll draw a 3rd for Eric. Focus Strike. Again, a lot of energy need right here, but I think we'll be okay. Let's see what Pudgy Pig has to deal with it. Okay, so first card up for Pudgy Pig. Ah, there you go. I'm hungry. So it's this one. Drain 2 energy. Ugh. Each ranger must discard from their hand the card with the highest energy cost. When this card is defeated, each ranger may return 1 card from their discard pile to their hand. That is awful. Bone Cutter Knife, 3 damage to 2 rangers. Guard for the Salad Fork Stab. Deal 4 damage to the ranger with the most cards in hand. And then another one of those. Yeah, see, the I'm hungry was the one that... The other one was Ravenous Hunger, where you couldn't play anything with more than 0 energy cost. But that's bad, because we don't have a lot of energy to begin with. And these 3 rangers, for one reason or another, really, really, really like their energy. At least with their good cards and whatnot. All right. Cleaving Strike, 2 damage to 2 different rangers. And Wicked Spines. We know that one, because 3 damage if it's defeated. All right, guards can't guard guards. This will go here, then this will go here, and that will go here. All right, so Butter Knife Cutter is very much guarded. I'm Hungry is going to trigger, which is awful. And then when we got to figure it out from there. We can't do anything about it. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, so pop that. Where's my token? There you are. Okay, boom. All right, so I've removed the 2 energy from the shared pool, so unfortunately they are gone. I am going to toss the Spino Blade into the discard pile, because now that's 2 energy technically. And then I will get rid of one of my Quantum Cuts, and I will get rid of the Solo Strike, because Dragon Rush is... no, I'll keep this. No, I'll get rid of Dragon Rush. I'm going to get rid of Dragon Rush. Hopefully I'll be able to get something from Heckle. What is it? The card that enables me to use the top of the discard pile, and I'll be able to play them again. I actually forgot to roll the Quantum Dice. We get 2. Fantastic. I'll take it. Okay, so boom, that goes. It is our turn once again. again. I am going to play something from Eric, and I'm going to do the Focus Strike, which is a 2-dice attack, and after rolling, I can convert a miss to a single hit or a single hit to a double hit. We're going after Salad Fork Stab because that's 3 health. Not going to use this Quantum Dice yet. I'd like to use that for Quantum Cut because that'll actually add 2 dice to the attack, but I need Bone Cutter Knife here to be, available to be hit. So that's what we're going to do first. All right, here we go. We got 2 dice going in. We need 3 health worth of damage. So we're going to go ahead and just swap that out. So the Quantum Dice becomes 1. This becomes 3. That's fine. Actually, no, I'm not even going to do that. What am I talking about? Put that back. Convert this to a double hit because of Focus Strikes. Now Quantum Dice is still at 2. Boom, that's great. That is 3 damage to the Salad Fork Stab. Fine, beautiful, love it. So this is no longer guarded over here, which is good. Boom, that's 1 down. That'll go to the discard pile. I will draw from Tommy. Dragon Shield, perfect. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, all right. Butter, Knife, Cutter, 3 damage to 2 different rangers. Again, I wish I had more energy, but it's fine. I'll do what I got to do. Dragon Shield right now in order to play it. I'll spend another energy. I'm almost out of energy, by the way, in order to reduce one of the 3 damage by 3. So it does nothing. And the next attack that Tommy does, he gains, a dice to it. And then I'm actually going to have him take, it's 2 different rangers. Well, it's 2 different rangers. So I'm going to have the 3 damage go to Eric. So he blocked Eric or Heckle. Doesn't really matter. 3 damage right here. 1, 2, 3, another Dragon Shield. All right, so fortunately all the Dragon Shields are on top of Donnie's attack. I wish that the Dragon Rush was, but that's okay. I'm going to use this fancy token, again, that my buddy Paul made to remind me that Tommy will always have an extra dice on his next attack, which right here. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the Spinozord. I can exhaust this card, and any ranger may return up to 3 cards from their discard pile, and then they must discard an equal number of cards. I'm going to take all 3 cards from Tommy's deck, and I'm going to throw the Solo Strike in and grab the Dragon Rush back. Yes, I know, it's another energy, all about that energy, but at the same time I can use it, and then the Dragon Rush is actually going to be 2 3-dice attacks for 1 energy, which I'm going to go ahead and just play that right now. It's the last energy that the team has. This stupid I'm Hungry really just nailed us right there. So a 3-dice attack, we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the first 3-dice attack against Salad Fork Stab right here, and then the second, well, hopefully it'll beat it. The crossing fingers that'll beat it, but it's 1 dice, extra dice, extra dice. So it's 3 dice here, and then the next 3-dice attack, I think I will actually go and defeat this Wicked Spine right here just to unguard that whole area. And of all the times you actually need the powers of the Morphing Grid, we need it right now. Please be on our side. And here we go. Go, go, go. Nope, that's 2 damage to Salad Fork Stab. That's not going to do anything. Well, it'll do 1 damage to it. So you know what? Let's go ahead. We're going to do a 3-dice attack right now. Back at Salad Fork Slam. All right, whatever. It's defeated. That's fine. Okay. Yay! Another card is gone. Hurrah! And this is now in the discard pile. I'm going to draw from Heckle. What do we got? Dark Encore. I wish I had some energy in order to be able to use that. So, Pudgy Pig goes. Boom. And we go again. So the best I can do right now is Time Flyer, and I have to discard an attack card to do a 4-dice attack. Quantum Cut is technically a 4-dice attack right now, but this would require me to roll my Quantum Dice after doing it. Because I don't have the energy to play it, this is Eric doing this attack. Eric's going to be the one that declares and does this attack, so he can use his Quantum Dice on this 4-dice attack that I'm going to use for the Time Flyer. And I'm going to go after Wicked Spines, because if I have Overflow, then the Dragon Zord's going to come into play, and hopefully I'll be able to destroy something else. So the Dragon Zord says when you defeat a card in battle, then you can do the Overflow. So ideally what it is I'm going to roll these 4. The damage is going to resolve, so Wicked Spines will flip over, so then I can hit Cleaving Strike or Butter Knife Cutter with whatever happens to be the Overflow damage with the Dragon Zord. So we have initially, okay. So, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to bring in the, there we go. So this is now the new Quantum Dice at 1. So that's Wicked Spines. That's Butter Knife Cutter. So now that's another card gone from Pudgy Pig, and we only have 2 cards left on the field with 3 turns to go. Oh boy, and no energy. So again, the damage from this, 2 of it went to Wicked Spines. This defeated the enemy. So this means that the damage actually resolved first before I was able to bring out the Dragon Zord to move the remaining damage and trample on over to Butter Knife Cutter. So, good thing is the Dragon Drone is gone. Pudgy Pig goes, and then it's our turn. We have no more Zords. We only need 1 more in order to get another Zord. Who's going to take another card? Heckle, maybe? Talon Slash? It's not what I wanted. Oh, no. Actually, we might be able to pull this off, but it's going to be a little weird, and we're definitely going to be taking the damage from this. First I'm going to do is I will do Talon Slash, which is 2 dice attack. When you play this card from your discard pile, you gain an energy. It's not in the discard pile, so we're not going to gain the energy, obviously, but I'm going to do a 2 dice attack. I'm going to do that 2 dice attack against... Do I want to do it against Cleaving Strike or start knocking down I'm Hungry? I'm going to do it against Cleaving Strike because maybe I'll be able to beat it. We shall see. All right, so here we go. Cleaving Strike is going to take this 2 dice attack, and we're going to see how it does. Does 2 damage to it, so it still needs 1 damage in order to defeat it. All right, so that's done. Cleaving Strike goes. It does have 2 damage on it. Bloop, bloop. I should have done I'm Hungry. 2 damage to each, 2 different rangers. Eric's going to be one of them. 1. Oh, great. Okay. 2. Quantum Trigger. That's fun. Okay. And then Heckle's actually going to take the other one because he has the most cards in his deck right now. Okay, it's his other Talon Slash. Okay. Heckle's special ability. When you play a card from your hand, you can play the top card of your discard pile instead. If you do, you must discard the top card of your card. I'm going to play Talon Slash from the top of my discard pile, which actually will gain us an energy into the pool. I'm going to need that energy in order to hopefully finish it off, and Talon Slash is now going to go and finish off Cleaving Strike. That's what's going to happen. Top card from his deck, by the way, that's going over there is Spin Cutter. All right, whatever. All right, 2. All I need is 2, and I got 3. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I wish I attacked I'm Hungry now. I really do. Well, that does this. Well, this is actually our turn right here. So, boom, boom, boom. That's defeated. Both of these guys are gone, and we unlock a Zord. So maybe that'll help us. Because that was number 6 right here. So we can come back all here. Bloop, 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 blah, blah, blah. And here. And we get... All right. Red Battle Zord. Exhaust this card during any ranger turn in battle. Perform an attack with 3 dice instead of playing a card. Okay. All right. Eric's going to do it. Eric's going to take control of this Zord, and he's going to go ahead and do it so this way we can actually use the Quantum Dice. He does have a 1-point Quantum Dice on him right now. He's going to do a 3 dice attack in order to attack I'm Hungry. This is it. This goes. That's a thing. It's all I can do. I have 1 energy for Dark Encore that I could play, but then I would still need an energy in order to play Dragon Rush, which I thought I was going to be able to do, but I can't. Yeah, nothing else I can do. I'm trying to think about ways to do it, but this is it. This is literally the only thing that I can do right now is to do this, to fight I'm Hungry and get rid of it. Man, I hate this card. I hate this even more than the other one. You know what? Never mind. Forget it. I'm going to do this. We're going to flip that. I'm going to put the Red Battle Zord back because if you have extra energy or extra action tokens, you're able to put cards into play or put energy into play, and I want to put both of these here to immediately use them both, so this way I can play Dark Encore, and then I can play Dragon Rush from Tommy's deck. Yes, it's only a 2 and a 3 dice, but that's a better chance of being able to beat it than I would just a straight 3 dice attack from the Red Battle Zord. So let's cross our fingers with this one. 5 damage in total from 5 dice. That is the average after all, right? All right, well, 2 dice, 2 damage. Let's bring in our 3rd here. So now 3 dice needs to do 3 damage, please. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. Oh, you are God, you nasty swine, you. Run away. He's gone on our very last turn in the battle. Oh boy, now all we have is Goldar left in order to finally defeat. Because of that, we're able to gain the final card within this deck, which is the Plesio Charge Megazord. At the start of any Ranger turn, any Ranger may draw one card from the bottom of their deck once per turn. When any Ranger draws one or more cards, they may deal 1 damage to an enemy of your cards. I am drawing all the time in solo curve, once per Ranger turn. I can literally do a damage at the end of every turn if I draw a card. That is why I picked the Plesio Megazord. That is just, that's going to help me so much. But that is going to be the end of that. We have now finished round 4. Oddly enough, this is the first time on camera that I'm going to round 5. So let's just reset all of this. Goldar, it's just our talk against Goldar. Round 5, the only thing we're worried about, the only thing I'm concentrating and focusing on is fighting Goldar. We have the Red Battle Zord, the Dragon Zord. I'm just going to put all Tommies up here. White Tiger Zord, the Falcon Zord. We got a Quantasaurus. We got Time Flyer 1. We got the Spinozord. We got the Plesio Zord and Titanus and the Plesio's Charge Megazord. If I had unlocked this, we would have had the Dragon Zord battle mode, but we do not have that, unfortunately. I have 1 life left, 1 life to live right now. I'm going to put this in here. We're going to do the deployment, recharge, and win the day. All right, nothing to Reefside High or the shopping mall. Send them all to the Stone Quarry, send a few to the arcade, that's fine. Perfect, okay, 2 to the Stone Quarry, 2 Tengas to the Stone Quarry. These bird brains fly into here, that's fine, good, get them out of here. Number 2, the arcade, a single Tenga to the arcade. This guy's like drunk on the floor over here apparently, but there's still room for more, so by all means, add them in. Next, we have 1 Tyrannodrome to the shopping mall, which unfortunately means that he goes here, but he cannot, so now he is here with us defending Goldar. Oh, joy. And the next one, create a Tenga here with us as well. At least it's only 1. 1 is better than, well, I wish I had none, but, you know, better than the other numbers. And we know that round 1 had absolutely no triple deployment, so this has got to be 2 to the arcade, which is great. Because even though these 2 Tyrannodromes go here, and this panics, even if this Tenga flies away, he wouldn't go here, he'd go to the Stone Quarry. That will not panic. We are still within it. So if I draw fly away, I'm just going to leave it and let the Tenga go away and just do the thing. We need to beat Goldar. That is the main goal. That is exactly what we're doing. That is the entire purpose, to defeat 6 of his 8 cards. I think we can do it with the power that we have. Again, the Plesio Megazord, in my opinion, is the best solo mode Megazord to have because you're always drawing, so you're going to be doing damage like crazy. 1, 2, 3 recharge. Everyone gets 12 shields back, which just saying that is going to be a basic recharge for everybody. There's less than 12 shields in most of these decks, so they're all just going to go back into them, and we're going to be at full power to go up against Goldar, which is going to be this right here. Everybody gains back their energy. Fantastic. We do have 1 life token left. That, wow, I can't believe I actually used so many. We got here for the Eric right there. Let's just do it. Let's just go right into it. First battle right here against Goldar. Quantumsaurus, we have a miss and a hit. That's our setup for the fight with Goldar.
You think you can beat me? I've handled harder teams than you. Ha ha ha. You guys have nothing going on.
Oh yeah, let's show them what we can do, guys. All right, set it up and knock them down. I enjoy that I have a dragon, a T-Rex, and a Spinosaur as my team. It's something that I realized as I was going through it. But let's go ahead and draw our cards. I have the Dark Energem right now for Heckle. Not really something I kind of want to use for anything. It's a maneuver. It doesn't really do too much, but hey, we'll see what happens. I'm going to draw from Tommy first. Oh, Joey, a Blade Blaster. That's what I need energy for. Fantastic. Dragon Rush. I like it. We'll draw 2 for Eric. Silver Guardians. All right, it's a little bit of defense. Quantum Cut. I'm going to draw 1 more for Heckle. Dark Encore. Great, 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 great. Nothing is really in anyone's discard pile. I will draw 1 from... I'm going to draw it from Eric. We'll draw from... Oh, Solo Shot. Perfect. Okay, good. So at least I have the Solo Shot in order to be able to do something in the beginning there. And there we go. All right, Goldar has some very interesting cards to him. He's really not that bad as far as bosses go. He's probably not the easiest boss at all, but not like one of the scariest either. So what do we got? First, we got Guard, Roaring Slash, 5 damage to 2 Rangers. That's fine. Grudge, deal 2 damage, increases damage or 1 for each hit token on Goldar's cards, including this one in battle that is guarded by the Roaring Slash. Passive, while this card is in play, each time a Goldar card, including this one, is defeated, deal 3 damage. So if I beat that, then nothing else happens, but they will be doing 3 damage otherwise. And a fast card, 6 damage to the lead ranger, which is Heckle. First time that really has any relevance at all to the battle. We'll do the Tangas first. Come on, fly away, fly away, fly away. Deadly Talons, whatever, that's fine. And we do the Tyrannodrones next, which happens to be Wicked Spines. Somebody didn't take 3 damage from the last battle. Oh, shoot, I completely forgot about that. Whatever. It probably got reset anyway with all of the recharges I did. Sorry. Somebody should have taken the 3 damage from when they beat Wicked Spines. I apologize. That's why I have these passive tokens. I hear Paul yelling at me from behind the screen. I gave them to you to remind you to do stuff like that. Yes, sir. Yes, you are correct. I enjoyed them for such things. And yet, if I don't use them, then that's silly me, right? All right, so everything's guarded. We're passive. Fine. Guards can't guard cards. Sword Strike goes first. 6 damage to Heckle, straight off the hop. Wait, do I have anything that can block that? I do have the Silver Guardian, but I have nothing in his discard pile that I want to bring back to his hand, because there's nothing in it. 1, 2, 3, oh great, 4, fantastic. Boom, there's my Dark Encore on the bottom. Actually, with that knowledge, Plesiosaur might be something I do later on. We'll have to see. All right, so now we go. All right, let's try to get rid of that Roaring Slash. We're going to use a solo shot right now. That is a 3-dice attack that we're going to be using on that. I do have the Quantum Dice at a 1, and I have a Quantum Source at a 1 as well. We might be able to do this depending on how things come about. All right, so that's 2 damage to Roaring Slash. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Ninja Falcon Zord. Exhaust this card when any ranger resolves a card energy cost of 0. The ranger may immediately play that card again. Top card from his deck is discarded. Quantum Trigger is in the discard pile. Solo Shot goes again. And again, I need 3 more hits for Roaring Slash, which I got. Okay, even better. What do I want to do? We're going to do Quantum Source, actually. So Quantum Source, this is the Quantum Source side. We're going to make that a 0 and that a double hit. So that goes back to Quantum Source. There's my 3 damage. Roaring Slash is beaten, and Quantum Source now has a single and a double hit on it for future Ranger attacks. All right, so that was 2 solo shots. Boom, 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 boom for the Roaring Slash. So that is defeated. Boom, gone. This goes to the discard pile. This has been used. I am going to draw from Tommy, getting me the solo strike. This was my turn right here, by the way. And I'm going to go ahead and take my Plesio Charge Megazord counter because I drew a card. And I'm going to place this. I should place it on Grudge, because then that means I only need 3 damage in order to defeat it. You know what? Boom. We're going to put that right here on that. While this card is in play, each time a Goldar card is defeated. So, unfortunately, Eric takes 3 damage. Quantum Defender is in his discard pile, but at least he survived it. This goes, and now we go again. All right, using energy from the energy pool in order to do the Dragon Rush. We're going to be doing a 2-dice attack and then a 3-dice attack. The 2-dice attack is going to go against Grudge, and then the 3-dice attack, well, it'd be Vengeful afterwards otherwise, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what I need in order to be able to do it. Remember, Quantum Source has 2 and 1 on him, so that should help me in terms of spreading out some damage over here. Depending on what I roll, it also may determine, like, there's a lot of math going on right now. All right, so that's 1. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use Quantum Source. So we're going to take the 2 result here, and we'll just make that a double. All right, so that's Grudge. Grudge has been defeated, so now that's a miss, so we only have 1 left. Grudge has been defeated, so now I have a 3-dice attack that I'm going to do against Vengeful, Whoops, come back here. I'd rather just make sure I get them all. Ooh, ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's great, that's great, that's great, that's great, that's great. Fantastic, and I'm not gonna take that away from, not gonna exchange it anything for Quantum Source. Why, you may ask? Because of this. There was 3 damage that went here for Grudge, so Grudge is defeated. So unfortunately, Tommy's gotta take 3 damage, so he's gonna do that right now. Dragon Shield, beautiful, 1, 2, 3. And then 5 damage went on to Vengeful. I'm going to draw from Eric, who has the Quantum Trigger, which is cool. And then we'll take the Plesio Charge Megazord to take their hit. Boom on that, +5. Vengeful is also defeated. Now, I'm going to say that that was Eric that did that because he was the one that drew the card that triggered the Plesio Sword to flip this over. So Eric's going to take 3 damage with the Focus Strike right there. So, hurrah! That's great! Oh, man, love that Plesiozord. That is amazing! All right, this Goldar card goes. Trigger. We get to go again. I'm going to do the Solo Strike. I'm going to do Tommy's Solo Strike right here, and I'm going to go after the Sword Strike. It's a 3-dice attack, but I could reduce the dice by 1 in order to bring this back to my hand. I actually don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave it just as is. We're just going to do a basic 3-dice attack against the Sword Strike. Maybe I'll get lucky again. Maybe I won't. We'll find out later. Nope, I didn't get too lucky, but at least I got 2 damage on it. Actually, that's going to be enough to still defeat it. That's amazing. My hero, Plesio Charge Megazord. So that's 1, 2 damage to the Sword Strike. And I'm telling you, it's going to be enough to defeat it because we're going to bring in Titanus. We're going to, well, before we do that, before we bring in Titanus, I'm going to bring actually in the Plesio Sword. Exhaust this card after any ranger plays a card. Place that card on top of their deck instead of discarding it. So that's why I went the 3 dice on this one. So now it's going on top of his deck. Another ranger may draw 2 cards from the bottom of their deck. And I believe it's Solo Shot. Yep, Solo Shot for Eric. And I'm not going to do anything else because he only has 2 cards left in his deck. And we'll just leave it at that. Whatever. Let's see what the other one is. Quantum Cut. I'll take it. Sure. Fine, fine, fine. He has 1 card left, but I should be okay. That was used. Now we'll do Titanus to do 2 damage to the Sword Strike. And because I played a Tommy card, I'm going to draw from Heckle. So Heckle will go to my hand. That's a pointless thing to have. To do another damage to the Sword Strike. And gaboosh, kabang, and all that in between. Gone. Fantastic. Awesome. I still have lots of Zords that I can use. All right, Goldar goes, click. It is our turn once again. I'm going to go after Wicked Spines. We have 1 energy in the pool, so let's go ahead and use the Quantum Cut. Before rolling, add a number of dice to this attack equal to the Quantum Dice, which is 1, and then re-roll the dice. I'm just going to re-roll the dice right now, so it's a 3-dice attack. Quantum Dice is now a 1 once again. So I got 1 for the Quantum Dice and 2 for Quantum Saurus, and that's all I needed for Wicked Spines anyway. And then Eric is unfortunately defeated, but that was purposely done. So it does the 2 damage to Wicked Spines. Boom. This is gone. I don't really worry about the experience. That's whatever. But now Eric has taken 3 damage, which, oh no, Focus Strike, immediately gone. And that's it. Eric has been taken out of this round. But that also means he is now fully powered up for the final round against Goldar. Deadly Talons goes, boom, does 3 damage. I'm going to have Tommy take it because I think there's a Dragon Shield coming up. Yep, 1, 2 for the Solo Strike, and that'll go to the bottom. Okay. That goes, and I mean, in all honesty, I don't have much left, and I know that the Tenga's there. I'm actually going to call it. I don't want to do anything else right now. I have no need to spend any other cards. Actually, I'm going to do the Spinozord. We're going to do the Spinozord right now, and I'm going to draw all 3 cards from Heckle's discard pile. And from there, I'm going to take all the cards that he has in hand, and I drew 3 and I get rid of 3. Dark Energy Gem is gone. Whatever that Tactics and the Spin Cutter are gone. Dark Energy Gem, I'm just going to leave on the bottom. Spin Cutter, I'm going to put on top. Wish I had something else, but this is what I'm doing. And I'd like to actually have a Dark Encore in my hand. So this is gonna work out much better. Okay, so this is all finished. We're just gonna say that we're done now. This is all gone. These Goldar cards are no longer within his deck, so those are out of the game. Tyrannodrome is gone. We don't have to worry about that. We do have to reshuffle the Tangas in order to get that in there. And Eric comes back nice and fully charged. This is the first time I've ever ran out of lives, so hopefully Goldar doesn't actually beat everybody, but I think we'll be okay. I am going to do one quick recharge for Tommy and Heckle, just to make sure they have 6 shields added back into their deck, which is going to be the Dragon Shield and Solo Strike, and then these 3 going back into Heckle. Heckle has Dark Encore with Dragon Rush on the top of Tommy's discard pile, so that's why I'm leaving that one there. Okay, this is it. We're finished. We're going to spend one of our tokens in order to start the battle. Sorry, I had to clean this up as well. I was getting really excited and things were just kind of getting all over the place. So I've got 4 Zords to work with. We have full energy, full everything here. Let's roll our quantum dice and see what Eric gets. 1, that's fine. We can deal with that. Again, things just keep knocking around as I go, but all right, let's get in there and draw some cards. It's not the best, but I do have a Blade Blast here. But again, I have Dark Encore, Spin Cutter, and this Gladenstein Tactics, which I'm actually going to use for this battle. We'll draw 2 for Eric. 1, 2, and then 1 for Tommy. Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Oh, that is amazing. I'm so happy that that was there. All right, Goldar's last 4 cards. Heat Beam Eyes, 4 damage to each Ranger. Grudge, 2 damage, increases by 1 for each hit token on all the other Goldar cards. Roaring Slash for guarding, and Sword Strike goes into the beginning. We got to defeat 2 of these cards and then survive the battle. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what card we draw for the Tenga, because I'm going to play that. Oh, look, it's Deadly Talons. But then I'm going to go ahead and play this Clandestine Strike, which it's the start of the battle. It's in my hand. We gain an energy. We can always use that extra energy, so now there's 3 in the pool. Flip a Foot Soldier face down, and he's gaining us an extra turn in this battle if we need be. And because I did that, we're going to draw a card. We're going to draw Eric for the Quantum Defender, and we will put a damage on, let's put it on Heat Beam Eyes, because I can go after this one because Grudge is guarded. So if I do Heat Beam Eyes and I do Roaring Slash, then I think I will be fine because we can't stop Sword Strike. 6 damage to the lead ranger, which is Heckle. And of course, I have nothing in my deck or in my hand in order to prevent it, so whatever. 1, 2, 3, hello, Dark Encore. 4, 5, 6, hello, Spin Blade. That's fun. Spinal Blade, I'm sorry. All right, it is our turn. So now the rest of the battle, the energy cost of all combat cards is reduced by 1. That is a maneuver, so we will go ahead and play the White Tiger Zord immediately after that. Another ranger may play 1 card with a cost of 0. That is going to be Eric using the Quantum Cut, which is now going to be a 3-dice attack because his Quantum dice is 1. So that adds 1 dice here. We then re-roll it. Okay, so that's another 1, so that's good. 3-dice attack against Heat Beam Eyes. I need a lot of damage on this thing, but we'll see what we get. 1, 2, 3. All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to use the Quantum Dice. We're going to swap that out. We're going to do 4 damage to the Heat Beam Eyes. And you probably guess why. We're going to do this 4 damage. We drew Tommy, so we're going to draw from Heckle because he's the last one. Hey, Talon Slash, awesome. We drew a card from anybody. Boom, once per turn, 1 damage to anything we want. I love that ability. I wish I had it more in this particular game. In any case, Goldar goes down. Well, 1 card does. We got 1 more to defeat. All right, we're going to end this right here. We're going to be playing Heckle's Dark Pride, something I wish I had done a little bit more, but I'm learning the character, and I see where he comes, like, a lot of the awesomeness that happens. When you play a card from your hand, you can play with the top card of your discard pile. If you do, you must discard the top card from your deck. The top card of Heckle's discard pile is the Spino Blade, which reduces by 1 while it's in the discard pile, and then 1 further from the Dragon Solo. Not that it matters, we have plenty of energy to go around regardless of anything. So this is a 1 energy cost card. The top of Heckle's deck that goes in the discard pile is the Talon Slash, whoopity-doo. And then we're going to go ahead and take this 5-dice attack and go after Roaring Slash and hopefully beat it. And if we don't, then we have at least 1 more turn in order to beat it. Still got plenty of energy. We got a lot of cards that can do stuff and do 4 dice, 3 dice, things along that ways. I need 5 damage 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got 3 damage out of this on Roaring Slash. It's not great, but, you know, we should be all right. All right, 1, 2, 3 damage, and I know Grudge is going to trigger with something along that way, so that's going to stink. Roaring Slash, our Spino was from the top, so that technically wasn't played. I don't think I can draw because I technically didn't play anything from my hand for this. Not that I want to draw anyway, because that'll just increase Grudge. So that went. This is what we just did. Grudge is going now. 2 damage, +1 for each hit token. So 5 damage. I'm going to have Tommy take it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. This turns. We get another turn right there. And we'll do the Time Flyer 1. Tommy is going to discard his Blade Blaster in order to gain an attack of 4 dice. So now we have 4 dice going after Roaring Slash. 4 dice to do 2 damage. Come on. I feel like this is one of the longest games I've played on this channel, but we just had so many things to fight. There it is. There it is. 2 damage. That's all we needed was 2 damage to finally beat this thing. 1, 2, you are gone. Hooray, hurrah. That's finished. I'm not even going to bother going with the rest of this or anything like that because it's just been insane, the amount of stuff. I never got a chance to use the Red Battle Zord. The Dragon Zord did help me out at one point. And I'm going to talk about it again in a little bit, but Plesio Charge Megazord, if you want an ultimate solo team, get the Plesio Charge Megazord. That is the ultimate solo game. Tommy is awesome. Eric is awesome. Heckle was fun. I don't think he's really that amazing when it comes to solo. I probably wish I had like Rocky Zeo Blue because he probably would have given me the energy I needed for these two to do all their stuff all the time. But at the same time, he was fun. He was really cool. He did help out a lot. I liked his mechanic, but that's it. You have been gone. The rush has been finished. The monsters have been cleared out, and the Rangers have saved the day. Yes. So many monsters. So many monsters. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was... if you're going to do any scenario out there and you have the ability to do this, do Monster Rush because this was wild. Oh my god, this has to be my longest play session for Power Ranger Heroes of the Grid to date. Easily, hands down. We went through 5 rounds. We went to round number 5, which is the first time that's ever happened on recording, and I think maybe like the second or third time that's ever happened for me personally with the game. And oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this pile of monsters. Each one we had to defeat at least 4 cards on. And Goldar, where is that crazy guy? Here, he's right over here. We had to defeat 6 of him because he is a boss. So it's like a crazy lineup of enemies right here. Again, chosen by you guys. So thank you all so much for lending your voice, lending your vote, lending your expertise of sorts of what monsters you think that I should fight. I still think that you guys out there purposely put Piranha's head in here because you know what it was going to be like for Monster Rush, me having all these Zords and him just feeding off of that. I see what you guys do. And these 3 over here, again, Green Ranger Tommy, hands down, easily the best solo ranger ever. Eric has Solo Strike in his deck, so obviously that plays the same thing as Tommy, so you want him in the deck in order to be able to gain the most out of it. If the quantum dice work in your favor, then that's even better. He was really good. I enjoyed Eric. I've always enjoyed playing as Eric. Heckle, maybe not that great in my opinion for solo, but this was really like the first time I ever dove into him and tried to understand him and figure out his cards and whatnot. Of course, at any point during this, I'm sure many of you have said it or would have said it, whatever. Let me know of any strategies you personally have with Heckle, what you think would best, what combos you've pulled off with him, because I see the potential, but I didn't get it because I was too busy trying to figure out all the other stuff. Defeating these guys, taking down the Tyrannodrones, which were really annoying. And then, of course, you know, my camera and lighting and things along that ways, you know, making sure all of that worked. But as far as this, the Plesio Charge Megazord, the best. I will die on the whatever it is for this. Best solo mode Megazord, hands down, because at the end of every turn, you're drawing a card from another ranger, so you're just going to pop, deal damage, pop, deal damage, pop, deal damage. That is fantastic. And I am so glad that this one was able to show up in the game because I love this Megazord. It is awesome, and it works so well tearing apart the remainder of these monsters. But with all that said and done, I want to hear from you guys right now. What do you think of Monster Rush? Have you done this scenario? What monsters have you done in it? Has this been a challenge for you as well? I really thought I was going to lose for the longest time there. It was getting down to that point where it's like I only had one life left. I actually lost the last life. And if I got too many enemies or too many foot soldiers in that last section with Goldar, it probably wouldn't have turned out very well for me at all. So very happy, very thankful that it turned out that way. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your stories, your experiences, your games. I want to know about all of that stuff. And again, just let me know about Heckle. What do you think of him? How has he been in your games? Otherwise let me know anything else that comes to mind because I love talking about this game. This game is amazing. Of course, there's going to be more Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid coming out. I just don't exactly know when. April's going to be a very busy month for me, trying to do other things as well besides Power Rangers, but definitely more breakdowns coming down in the future. There'll be more sessions that I can do. There's another series that I'd like to start up soon that I'm still kind of working on that I want to get out for you guys at some point. So, in order not to miss any future Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid action, anything else from the Guardian system, anything from Renegade in general, or just other games that I happen to put out for you to enjoy, whether it be playthroughs, how to plays, other scenarios, opinions, your mileage may vary, all kinds of stuff along that ways, be sure you are subscribed to the Home Gamer Dad. If you wish to support the channel even further, you can check those out down in the description section below. Again, members, both in YouTube and on Patreon, get the full play session right away, immediately on the day one, full run beginning to end to be able to watch that and enjoy that without having to wait for more parts to come out. You can also check out other ways to support the channel down there as well. But as always, for every one of these videos, your view, your like, your subscribe, your comments, your shares go a long, long way to helping Home Gamer Dad grow, be a channel that I am 100% behind and super proud of and very excited to share all of my experiences with you out there. As always, take care of yourselves and each other. We are family forever, gaming together. What will be your lineup when you do Monster Rush? I would love to know that because I can only imagine the other crazy combinations of other monsters and bosses and nemesis figures that will appear in this game. I mean, I technically did a Monster Rush not too long ago when I did the Psycho Rangers, but you know, kind of the same thing, kind of not. It's wild along that way. So you guys have a good one. Thank you again, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everyone.